I found out that my parents opened up several credit cards in my name while I was away at college. Now they want me to either file for bankruptcy or be kicked out. I chose to file charges. I guess this is a lesson in paying attention to my finances. After finishing my freshman year of college, I returned to my parents' house for the summer. My mom made it a habit on Monday/Tuesday to ensure she got the mail before I had a chance, even running from the kitchen on Tuesday to ensure I didn't get it as I was expecting an Amazon order. Today, the mail came early, and a letter from a collection agency was addressed to me. I only knew it was a collection agency once I opened it and discovered I supposedly owed nearly $5,000 on a Capital One card. I had no idea I had ever signed up for a Capital One card. Once I got done freaking out, I called my dad at work and asked him what to do. It was weird when he said to talk to my mother about it. He seemed unhappy, but I didn't think much of it. Once my mom got home, I asked her about it, and she said she and my dad opened up a few credit cards in my name for household expenses. She said I owe around $10,000 to 3 different credit card companies. I checked my credit, and I owe over $15,000. We ended up having a huge argument about it, with my mom saying her parents did this to her when she was 18. She said that I could file for bankruptcy and that it wouldn't hurt me because I wouldn't be trying to buy a house for several years. I'm interested in a government-related job, and bankruptcy would probably disqualify me. She knows this, but it doesn't seem like she cares. My dad got home a couple of hours ago, and they talked to me together. Either I can declare bankruptcy once they spend up to the credit limit of the last card with any credit on it, or they said I could move out at the end of the month. It feels incredibly unfair because it doesn't sound like bankruptcy will do anything for my credit and will probably sink my job opportunities. How can I get my credit score back to where it was, around 720, and how can I get this so that it does not affect my credit going forward? Update: I filed a police report. The officer took some printouts of everything as evidence. Once I had the report, I called all the places listed on it and gave them the report number. The 3 credit card companies took it, and it was pretty cool. The collection agency wanted me to make a goodwill payment so they could start investigating my claim that it was fraudulent. They said they could still sue me even with a police report if I didn't cooperate with their fraud report. I refused as I didn't want them to be able to take money out of my bank account. I never told my parents that I went to the police, and for a couple of weeks, they had no idea. Right after Memorial Day, they received a call from a detective, and everything blew up. After the call, they began screaming at me, and my dad started throwing my things out of the door. I called the police at that time, and they showed up and told my parents if they wanted me to leave, they would have to evict me. I came home from work the next day, and the locks were changed. I called the police again, and my parents refused to open the door and said all of my stuff was at my grandparents' house. I received another report number for the unlawful eviction, which I was told was a civil issue, and got my stuff from my grandparents. Luckily, I have a friend with a few spare bedrooms, and she said I'm welcome to stay with her for a few months. I'm scheduled to move into my place in about a week. Once I get a full tally of the total cost of everything included in moving, I'll be filing a civil lawsuit against my parents for unlawful eviction. I was told by the same detective that my parents didn't seem very truthful about anything, and the state's attorney's office will be in contact with them in the next few weeks regarding identity theft charges. He said he believes they will likely prosecute as soon as this week. If that's the case, they, or more likely just my mom, will be issued a warrant and have to spend at least a night in jail.